A visual guide to weed measurements and prices. You've probably come across terms like an eighth, a quarter, or an ounce when purchasing cannabis doses at your local dispensary. Even so, it can be hard to determine just how much cannabis flower you'll have on hand, what is the justified price for it, and exactly how many joints you can make with it. To clarify any doubts and confusion you might have, here is a visual guide to weed measurements and prices. These are the quantities we'll go over: a gram, an eighth, a quarter, half an ounce, and an ounce. A gram. A gram of cannabis can be rolled into a single gram joint, 2 half-gram joints, or 3 to 4 bowls. It typically sells at a price of $10 to $15 and is commonly known as a dime or a dub. This quantity is most preferable for first-time users or for those who are trying out different strains. An eighth. An eighth or an eighth of an ounce equals 3.5 grams of cannabis. This quantity can be rolled into 3 full-gram joints with a half-gram shorty or 7 half-gram joints. An eighth typically sells at a price of $20 to $50 and is commonly known as a slice. This quantity is the standard purchase amount for consumers. A quarter. A quarter measures up to 7 grams of weed. So you'll typically get 7 single-gram joints or 14 half-gram joints at a price range of $50 to $90. This quantity is also called a quad. Half an ounce. Half an ounce measures up to 14 grams of weed. You can roll this quantity into 14 single-gram joints or approximately 28 to 30 half-gram joints, selling at a price range of $120 to $160. This quantity is also referred to as half of a zip, an ounce. Lastly, an ounce equals 28 grams of weed. You can roll this quantity into 28 single-gram joints, 50 to 60 half-gram joints, or more than 100 bowls. These typically sell at a price between $150 to $350 depending on the quality of the flower and the state you live in. Another name for an ounce, you guessed it, is a zip. If you're a regular consumer of potent cannabis, buying bulk quantities like an ounce or half of it proves to be more economical. The last thing to know before your next trip to the dispensary is that 2 flowers of the same quantity may look very different on the basis of their density. Usually indica strains are known to be dense, while sativa strains grow into airy and loose buds due to the conditions that they grow in. That being said, when an eighth of dense indica flower like Bubba Kush looks like this, an airy Maui Wowie bud might look like this. Next time you're at the dispensary, keep these points in mind and you should be able to purchase just the right quantity of the right strain for yourself. For more information about cannabis, check out some of our other videos on our channel.